RES Software have been working with our consultant partners to make sure that Automation Manager 2012 works well with Windows deployment services. In the Automation Manager console, go to Help and select Administration Guide. The Admin Guide is invoked through the RES Software website. This ensures it's bang up to date. Under Contents, navigate to the Appendices section, and under Best Practices, you'll see an article pertaining to bare metal OS deployment using WDS. This handy step-by-step guide will walk you through all the processes required to get WDS working together with RES Automation Manager. My recommendation is to have a look at the Microsoft Getting Started guide. A link's provided under WDS configuration. You will even find example XML files for the pre-boot environment and the post-Windows PE steps. By implementing these, you can ensure that the deployment of your operating system is true zero-touch. So in our demo environment, you can see that we've got Windows deployment services installed. Under your WDS properties, check that the PXE response is set to respond only to known client computers. And on the Client tab, select Enable Unattended Installation. You can then reference the XML file given in the knowledge base example. Apply the changes and click OK. Under Install Images, you can see the workstations group we've configured as per the documentation. Under Properties of the image, we're going to allow this image to install in unattended mode, and once again select the XML file as detailed in the documentation. Apply the changes and click OK. Now let's turn to the Automation Manager console. Here you'll find a module that contains two simple tasks. As per the documentation, the registry key allows us to build a counter. The counter will ensure that we have a unique NetBIOS name for each device that we create. The second task is to simply execute the command wtsutil.exe. This allows us to pre-stage the name and MAC address of the device in Active Directory. It ensures that we only deploy a new operating system to devices that we know about. Under the module parameters, you can see the parameter for the workstation name, referencing the counter, and the MAC address, using an input mask. Let's go ahead and schedule this job. Under Who, select the WDS box and enter the MAC address of the device we'd like to deploy an operating system onto. Click OK when you're ready, and the job should run. Now let's power on the new device. First, the PXE boot should get an IP address from the DHCP server. Then contact WDS and then download the Windows PE environment. The install time takes about 25 to 30 minutes depending on the spec of the device, so we sped this video up for your convenience. There are multiple reboots involved as part of the installation, but don't worry. The WDS installation ensures that there's no user intervention required. That's it, we're finished. When the device reboots, you can see it's waiting for a new password to be entered. Within the Automation Manager console, go to Infrastructure, Agents, and we should see that there's a new device name appeared. You can also check under Network Neighborhood to ensure that the device is registered and active in the domain.